Alright guys, so due to the health problems that we're having around the US right now, we've had to cancel 4 trips. So I figured this would be a perfect time to actually go over all of the upgrades that we've done to Maple since we've gotten her. So I've been posting these updates on like Facebook and Instagram, but if you haven't checked up on that, this will be a great episode to just see everything we've done. So I'm only going to cover things that I've actually like worked on, not necessarily like, oh, here, look at the carpet or whatever. I don't really consider that like an upgrade. Alright, so we'll just go in random order, actually, anytime I see something. So first thing is the mattress. Nat's going to see the mattress. She's not here right now. She's stuck because of this health thing in Miami. Anyway, she's going to see the mattress. She's going to be like, oh god, you can't make a bed. Which is true, I tried, but obviously I'm not as good as her at making beds. But first thing we did was we got rid of the old RV mattress that came with Maple, and we got a memory foam mattress off of Amazon for like $300. And yeah, you could actually see that it's 1,000 times more comfortable in here with this mattress. Actually, it's actually more comfortable than our bed, I think, at home. So 10 out of 10, would do it again. The only thing with this mattress is that it is a little bit wider than the one we had in here before. So when we put the slide in, see right now, the slide is out and this is up against the lip there. So during travel, I would just pick it up and I'll put it up there against the wall, and then the slide comes in just fine. And then when we get to the campground, I just pulled it on it. I pull on it a little bit and it just comes down, and it goes to like right up against the slide. That's number one. Number two, since we're right here in this area, would be these curtain rail things that I got so that we can have some privacy when we have guests, or if the baby's sleeping in there and we don't want to wake her up. Oh yeah, by the way, I bought like 99.9% of this stuff is going to be on Amazon. But yeah, that's that. Waiting for to see if the humidity when summer comes is going to iron out those kinks. But if not, I'll probably just take a steamer to it. No big deal though, it's not bothering me. This is 100% blackout shades, so no light is going to get through this area. I mean, you can't stop the light from coming in here. And then there's supposed to be like weather, I guess weather, like temperature resistant, so like heat or cold will basically get locked in there. And then they're supposed to also deaden sound a little bit, which they do work, but I mean, yeah, you like I said, you still got all these holes up here that's gonna cause you to have sound and light come in. So whenever we're traveling, like I said, we'll just put that up there so that the slide can close, no problems. And yeah, no, I like this upgrade a lot. It's actually been pretty handy. We had like what do we have there? We had like a shower rail, and that was POS. So this is a good upgrade. It wasn't that hard to do. The only thing that I will say is it was hard to get this thing straight. Yeah, it was like super hard to get this thing straight. Next thing would be Nat put these little lights here to make it feel a little more homey, and all of the paintings that she put around the RV. So what else do we have? Moving over to this area, bam, we're gonna count that as an upgrade because it is freaking awesome. A lot of people talk a lot of bad things about these things, but we've used it every single. I gotta empty that. We've used it every single time we've gone camping. Every single time. We use everything. Yeah, except for this. We don't really use the top griddle that much. We've used it a couple times, but we definitely use that to toast some bread, melt some cheese on something, and I definitely use that right there for coffee, because I love my coffee in the morning. Actually, I should have had coffee before I made this video. I probably would have been talking smoother. Whatever. Next thing you're going to notice is the Connex wireless charger that I put over here. This thing has blown my every expectation out of the water. And what I mean by that is I installed it because I saw it for a really good price off of a guy who had totaled his RV, and he pulled it out of his RV and was just partying out his RV. But I didn't know how useful this thing was actually going to be until we got it. We don't bring any more chargers. We don't bring charging cables. We have one emergency cable down here, but that is what has been charging my phone and Nat's phone from that point forward. Nat will pretty much charge hers like during the day or when she's doing something with the baby, and then I will charge mine at nighttime. They're so good that I'm thinking about getting another one and just putting it like right there next to it, so that Nat can have her phone there and I can have my phone here, so that we're not fighting over who's going to use this at what time. Excellent. It works off of the battery, so whether you have hookups or not, you will have a place to charge your phone off of the battery up front. So great. It's a 12-volt system. I wired it into the back of the Furrion radio that it came with, that the RV came with, and yeah, no, excellent. I drilled the perfect size hole, mounted it, and you can see this thing is solid. It's not going anywhere. Great upgrade. 10 out of 10. Would do again. Next thing we did was put the paper towel dispenser, and we got the one that's like for the RV. It like won't open up during travel. This is pretty useful, like that. Just mounted it right there. No big deal. Then we put a smart TV in here. So the smart TV was a great upgrade, and then behind the smart TV, bam, we got like the mood lighting that you see on all those fancy pantsy RVs. Our RV is definitely not fancy pantsy, but I liked it. I liked how it looked, and I wanted to experiment with it. So that was a cool little $8 upgrade. Not too crazy. The smart TV's been absolutely amazing. We don't have to bring the little Apple TV box thing anymore. That thing was so annoying, especially with the Apple button, the remote control. Super annoying to use. So now we have an actual smart TV. It's a little bit bigger than the one we had in here before, but works perfect. Great. And the way I mounted this is I actually mounted it directly to the cabinet itself, because the cabinet felt solid and I didn't want to drill into the wall there. But I basically threw down 2 butterflies and hooked them up. I could clean it up a little bit by cutting these off, but I probably won't because it's not bothering me at all. So yeah. And then I actually put a little extension cable thing here. Now this is where the microwave was originally installed, or the microwave would originally get plugged in right there. And yeah, worked perfect. We don't have to strap it down. This thing, nothing has happened, and I've driven over 10,000 miles like this already, and no issues to report. What else do we have moving around the kitchen area? Nat put that mirror in right there. Opens up the area, makes it feel a little bit more roomy. Don't mind the hair. I've been growing it out, and I actually want to get it cut now, but everything's closed around here, so I can't get it cut. So next thing, we'll go with the ice maker. This thing has been amazing. I like to have vodka with orange juice a lot, and it just tastes better with ice. I think it tastes terrible without ice. I think that when the ice starts to melt and it waters down, I think that the drink tastes better. So we got one of these. Actually, shout out to Nat, because she got me that for Valentine's Day. This is a Valentine's Day gift for me, so thank you, babe. All right, moving on to, bam, this thing right here. It doesn't look pretty, I know. I probably could have done it a better way, but the original lock that came with the RV broke. So what was happening was, every time we got to our campsite, after a long day of driving, we would find that there would be a gallon of orange juice spilled all over the floor, or we'd have like strawberries absolutely everywhere around the RV. So this was I'd say an angry fix. And even when I did this, it works, by the way. Now it works. But when I first installed it, it didn't work. It was still opening up. And the reason why was because this thing was like loose off the wall. So in an anger, bam, I put a screw into the wall to hold this from coming out. So now it ain't going anywhere. And now this isn't going anywhere either. So we won't have an open refrigerator with strawberries everywhere on the floor. Bam, 10 out of 10. Would do it again. I could probably do it again. Actually, I will probably do it again later on in the future, because that's maybe gonna bother me. It might bother me. And what I mean by it is just how it kind of looks a little ghetto. Alright, moving on. Of course, these came with the RV, but I like them. They look cool. Keeps it like looking a little fancy. Bam! We'll go to the Lux Pro. So if you guys look at any previous videos, you might be able to see this, but we used to have one of those little, they're like coils. They're basically terrible. They didn't work that well, and we had grounding issues with it. So I ripped that out, threw this in there, cheap little upgrade, but man, it has been accurate. And yes, it is 71 degrees in here and there's no heat on, so it's warming up. All right, what else we have? Ooh, almost forgot. Let's move on to the bathroom. Wow. Yeah, Nat put that there, because you know, you always gotta hang in there, especially when you're on the toilet. Wham! All right, next thing we got is we have this Oxygenics shower head, and I like it. I like it a lot better than the one we had in there before. I think it looks nicer, and I think it does have much more pressure. I don't really know about the water consumption, at least it hasn't been an issue for me. But yeah, no, I like it. It looks nice. It looks cleaner. So, and then the next thing I had to do was, don't mind Catalina's toys and a soap bar. I had to reseal this whole bathtub because the people who made my RV were in a rush when they made it, and they didn't seal it, like at all. There was none. They sealed the walls going up, but they didn't seal the tub. So what was happening was people would take a shower and then there'd be like a trickle of water coming down outside the RV if it wasn't leveled. If it was leveled, or if it was leveled to the rear, the water was going to the back somewhere and getting lost. So yeah, definitely that was a good upgrade. For sure, we have no more leaking showers. Like I said, could have done it a little prettier, could have been nicer, but hey, it works. It's see-through, and if I wouldn't have pointed it out, you probably wouldn't have noticed it. Moving on. We have not done anything to the bottom bunk, except we did have a leak, and man, I am gonna go down there and I am gonna show you guys. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Bam! Don't mind the storage. This is our new storage, and I'll explain why we're storing stuff down here in a minute. All right. So this RV had a leak in the piping when we got it. So what I did to fix that was, and the lighting kind of sucks in here, guys. Sorry about that. I'll try to pull out my phone. Maybe I can pull a flashlight. Okay. Ah! I'm about to make another hole in the piping. All right, so it was like a pinhole leak, and the way I fixed it was I put a fitment on there. So basically, I cut the PEX pipe with a box cutter, and then I just squeezed them together inside of that fitment, and it is good to go. So dodged that issue, fixed that problem pretty easily and pretty cheaply. I think the fitment was like $7 or something. But yeah, definitely worth it. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm stuck. Okay, hold on. Yeah, and I will make that pretty later. We'll just leave that there. All right, moving on. So many things. Is the elephant in the room? Not an elephant, but we removed the dinette completely, ripped it out. Actually sold it the same day for like $150 on like Facebook Marketplace. But we removed the dinette, and the reason why is because the dinette had you sitting like this, and Nat would be sitting on the bed with the baby, making sure the baby doesn't fall off the bed. So to talk to her, I'd have to turn my body all the way like this just to talk to Nat on the bed. Now it doesn't sound that bad at first, but if you think about it, it's 4 or 5 hours of doing that over the weekend, and my back was killing me. So, bam, we got these. And I figured if we're gonna get them, we might as well go all the way and get like the power recliner mode, and like it has the charging outlet right there. Movie theater seats, premium comfort. Because I figured if I'm gonna do this, I only want to do this once, because I didn't feel like going through the hassle of doing it a second time. So bam, threw that in there, and this has been amazing. Now I know what you're thinking. How are they eating? How does he eat? How are you guys eating without the dinette there? And I will show you. So under here is like become our storage, by the way. Catalina eats on her high chair, which is right there. However, we eat on these bad boys right here. So god, it just fell. Okay. Alright, so what I'll do is, bam, I'll put that in there and I'll sit behind it. So then I have a way to eat and still be comfortable. Great. It's probably gonna have to get better ones of these, but hey, it works for now, so we're gonna keep using it until it doesn't work anymore. So yeah, this just fell off. It needs some wood glue. And then bam, that's our storage area. Alright, next thing I did was the most recent thing that I did, and this is the last thing that I did for the inside / outside, was we installed a Weeboost Drive X, and I wired it all the way around the top of the slide, which you can't see anything on, or you can't see it. Then it goes all the way down the slide, and there's the Wi-Fi or signal booster. Remember, I usually sit here when I watch TV. I usually use the phone as a hotspot, and the phone's usually right in this cubby, or like right here on the couch, and bam, it is getting the signal boosted right there. Now, I don't know how effective that's gonna be because I haven't been able to test it. I don't know if putting it in there is gonna block the signal that much. I'm not sure. However, I do have excellent signal right now, so when we go out to a remote camping area soon here in a little bit, I'll be able to give you guys more information on how well that thing works. So, let's move outside. We're doing this backwards today. Alright. Oh, put this in here. Try not to make everybody too dizzy. Gotta put my shoes on too. No shoes in the RV, especially after I mopped it and swept it. Because I was expecting to go out on a trip this weekend. That got canceled too. Okay, we are outside once again. Hey! Alright. Next thing we did was we put some Goodyear endurance tires on here. Driving on the highway with the tires that it came with was really nerve-wracking for me. Like, it was actually something I legitimately worried about. Every time I hit a bump or something, I was afraid it was gonna blow up. So we went ahead and just put on the Goodyear endurance tires, and I haven't had an issue ever since. Or at least I haven't felt. I've been driving more calmly is what I'm saying. Next thing is we put these little, what are they called? PSI sensors. I haven't gotten them to work yet. They don't work. I think they're not made for RVs, like the distance is too far, but whatever. Next thing we did was we put the Easy Lift jacks, because previously they were mounted back here, and when I was backing up into my backyard, I basically destroyed the jack. So I put it in front of the protection bar, so that if I'm backing up, it'll hit the protection bar first. We'll see how that works. Put some Rust-Oleum on there too. Next thing is we have the generator and jerry cans back here. I'll give you a little sneak peek if I can. Oh gosh, a lot of water. And that's why I have the tarp on there, is so that, you know, they're not so exposed to the elements like rain and whatnot. 2 jerry cans right here, and then we have the Power Horse 3500 watt 4500 surge generator that goes right there. Moving on. Next thing we did was we put this little guy here, and it just makes it a whole lot easier to drain, especially if I need to get this stuff into the jerry can. So I don't have to use a giant hose. I just use like a regular water hose. Alright, what else have we done here? What else? Nothing here, nothing here. Other than me putting the Weeboost on the top. Man, we got a ton of stickers on this thing now. Got this lock right here, just for peace of mind. Make it a little more difficult. Oh, this is another upgrade that we did. I put this here, but it turned out to be absolutely useless. So don't waste your money on that. It does not work. It tells you if there's pressure. Like if I go like this, bam, it'll tell you there's pressure, but it will not be accurate. It'll just tell you if there's pressure or not. And if it's hot, it'll show full if it's hot outside like it is right now. But if it's cold, it'll tell you there's no gas. So figure that out. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I did put a layer of wax on her too. But yeah, it's kind of dirty right now. I waxed the Jeep too, but that's filthy right now. So yeah, no, that's pretty much it, guys. That's all that I've done to the tiny camper so far. These are some of the places that we've been to. And that also got that, which says Happy Campers, but the generator's covering it, so that sucks, but at least the back tire's protected-ish. And that's pretty much it, everybody. Be safe, and I hope this was entertaining. Bye.